Okay, we are all set. We are here. We're in after a couple of miscues. One of them on me, one of them on the players. We are set and ready to go. We got a best of 5 between Ejby and Txmper. And I was telling the stream before we started the match, that is. These two guys are not 1v1s. Not 1v1 mates, which a lot of the people aren't, but they don't play 1v1 very often. In fact, I asked them. Txmper says he has played one 1v1 match this season. He thinks he won it, so that is 100% win rate on the line here in the show match. And then Ejby, on the other hand, he let me know that he has played 4 1v1 matches. So he's got a few more reps than Txmper does. But as I said, and I told the players this too, because a lot of them will do this. A lot of them will say, like, I'm trash, I'm not good. And I'm like, dude, you are so vastly underestimating your ability. If you are playing in RLCS, if you are a professional player playing in the top 16 actual RLCS, you're very good. Now, this may not feel like their specialty by any means, but I'm certain that we are going to have a great time watching the show match. So far, Ejby has had the edge. But come on, give me some credit there. But Txmper not backing down from the challenge. Continues to put his best foot forward. The flip reset attempt there, unfortunately, didn't connect. And Ejby will capitalize once more. He's got a 3-goal lead. Wait. Txmper, a little bit of an out-of-control challenge. He goes sailing past the ball. Ejby does, kind of waste the open net opportunity. Fortunately for him, Txmper was very slow to recover. So he knocks home a 4th. And then another early dive from Txmper. Now this is what I think is the difference. Obviously these players are incredible, but it is a little bit of a different style when playing 1v1s. You do have to be a little bit more cautious. I think you have to be a little bit more willing to back off and play defense. And, I guess it's obvious, but you just don't have backup, You can afford to be a bit more aggressive in team modes. Dive, because your dive may generate a free ball for your next teammate. Obviously, you don't have a teammate in 1v1, so it's all you. Txmper there with a nice save. Didn't think Ejby would challenge. Another nice save. Good hustle back. A little bit of a wonky recovery, so Txmper will remain on defense. He's got 2 minutes left here in game 1, and I do think this is probably going to be a bit of a feeler game. Just beginning to kind of feel out what his opponent is. Txmper says he won. Putting in 1 goal. That's all it takes, I guess. But as I was saying, a little bit of a feeler game. Just try to figure out what his opponent is up to. Try to figure out, exactly how he should play this game. Relative to how he normally plays in the team modes, 2s and 3s. Looks like he is beginning to figure things out. Holding on to possession. Smart plays. Got some shadow defense there. It's a big demo from Ejby. And the net is open. A near side spawn. Almost in time, but we've got a Brazil. 1:37 on the clock. Hold on. Ejby A double reset attempt. No good, but he will actually earn himself a possession. Txmper. Looking for a bump play there. Low boost here in attack. Early flick, blocked away. Txmper's done well here to earn himself 2 boosts. 2 of the big pads, excuse me. That clear, on the other hand, did end up turning over possession. Both players racing down into the blue end. Txmper wins the race to the boost. Ejby will take over control of the ball. A drive challenge there from Txmper. A good idea for 1v1s. But unfortunately, he did not get contact on the ball or the player. So Ejby will put in an 8. Oh, there it is. Txmper from his own backboard, a nice air dribble. Hits that reset at the end and lofts it over the top of the challenge. Txmper potentially building a bit of confidence before we move into game 2. Ejby with a very comfortable victory to start the series. Txmper asks Ejby how, does he actually play ones? Ejby, of course, says 4 games, as I reported earlier. And Txmper responds with double. Double me. These guys, not the biggest of 1v1 grinders, but maybe. And I know this is maybe a bit silly, but I do mean it. Maybe this will inspire these guys to jump into game mode. Of course, it may do the opposite and just ensure that they never try it again. And, you know, that's okay if that's the case. But I can say that I have had a player that has played on the stream in the past year that didn't play ones, but after playing a show match, decided to grind it up. Which was a really cool thing to hear. You know, I myself as a player despise playing ones. So I definitely understand when these guys maybe don't want to play. I think it makes a lot of sense. As I said, I certainly feel that way myself. But I will be honest and say that I think 1v1 is a great place to improve.
Bruh!
Not only your mechanics, your consistency, I think your decision making and challenging, I think also improves the mentality. Because if you can survive 1v1 matches, then you got to be mentally tough. Txmper. He did unfortunately miss the open net opportunity there. The good news is he's got a lot of time to rebound. Ejby gets a pogo shot on the low altitude air dribble from this left wall, or I guess right wall. Ooh, just a little doink. That's all it takes. Txmper with control. A good shot to the top shelf. We'll put him on the board here in game 2. Txmper's not going to miss this one. Gets the demo. Leaves the net wide open for himself. And he's back within 3. A much better game here in game 2. Unfortunately, a botched kickoff from Txmper will provide an opportunity for Ejby to put in a 6th. Ejby with an incredible read. He gets a nice bounce off the post as well. Just knew exactly what Txmper was planning to do there. And he's built himself a 5-goal lead. Txmper does have a lot of time. Now he's going to have to stay calm and make an adjustment, of course. So what we've seen thus far is not going to be enough. There's another very aggressive dive from Txmper. And this is kind of what we saw in game 1 as well. Just doesn't want to play patiently. You know, prefers to push the pace, to play aggressive. And of course that can work, and certainly does so more effectively in team modes. But you put yourself at major risk in 1v1s. That's a nice touch. Maybe an opportunity here. Ejby with a quick recovery. Txmper trying to make something out of nothing there. And then he hustles back to defense, but unfortunately doesn't have the boost to pop that shot away. Txmper unfortunately missed his dodge there. So Ejby has a clean control there. Musty flick is wide. Txmper does well to avoid being demoed. He's got plenty of boost, has maintained control. Will secure the opposite corner as well. Decent flick towards the target. Ejby sweeps it to the corner. "45 seconds. Ejby very calm and collected. Knows he has the ball in a safe position. It's a musty flick once again towards the target. But again, it is off. Just a bit wide. Not a bad play there from Txmper. Obviously, at this point, the game is solidified in favor of Ejby, but he stayed hidden behind the ball, looked for a unique challenge. Of course, was unable to win it, and Ejby takes game 2. Txmper said, "Had to give you 2." I like that. He's not done yet. Unique attempt there. And a good recovery from Txmper will allow him to have another opportunity. Ejby up early. Txmper with the outplay. Can he get the double? He doesn't need it. Txmper with his, I think, first lead in the series. Ejby think he threatened an air dribble bump, which caused Txmper to back off and put himself in an awkward position. So the standard air dribble was sufficient. Delay kickoff from Txmper. He is evolving as the series carries on. That's some 1v1 IQ right there. Look at that. Just a slight delay right as he approaches the box. Excuse me, approaches the center circle. Ejby's flick pings off the crossbar and rolls safely into the corner. Txmper in an awkward spot here. Really wants to keep this to the right of the net. He's done well to avoid a disaster, but he's still on defense, and there's that early dive once again. Txmper just unwilling to back down, unwilling to play patient defensively. There's a fake kickoff from Ejby. He is awarded possession. Txmper with a great read. He's going to secure this corner boost before commencing the attack. There we see once more an early and aggressive dive from Txmper. Ejby just waiting to see what happens. And that aggressive positioning will cost him. Txmper makes an effective touch on defense. That catch inside of his box, while risky, paid off. Ejby with an easy collection. But this is looking much more competitive than game 1 and 2. Txmper is right here in it. Solid kickoff. He has walked it around Ejby, but the bump will push him back onto defense. Early double jump pop for Ejby is good. He's got a lead here in game 3. And a quick equalizer there from Txmper, as the kickoff game has certainly improved. Double reset attempt from Ejby, blocked away by Txmper. Secures the midfield boost as well. Once again, an aggressive dive. Both players up, one from the ceiling. That is a turnover of possession for Txmper. Ejby collects both corner boosts before beginning his press down this right wall. He's got the control. Has a few different options and rips a shot to the far side. Ejby on top by 1. That is a fantastic first touch. The finesse to keep it close allows him to, once again, just double jump pop to work it past Txmper. Txmper's got an opportunity, flicks towards the target. Ejby's low, he does make the save, and Txmper capitalized on this opportunity. Shoots to the far side, well done by Txmper. Takes a level of discipline to stick around on low boost. Try to capitalize on your opponent's poor position and resource count. But that's what Txmper did. He's back within 1, but there we see once again the bad habits on display. Early dive and an easy outplay for Ejby. Txmper with an early reset. He felt confident that Ejby was going to put that away. Decided not to head back to defense. Txmper will maintain control. Looking for a ground double. Does have the reset. Trying some creative stuff to see if he can work past Ejby. Txmper says, take the shot. And Ejby says, no. That's funny. Score line of 9-5 with 42 seconds remaining. Txmper has a tough task ahead of him. Flip reset ground pinch attempt. No good. Ejby with the possession now. Double reset, triple reset. He's going the wrong direction. But we've got one final attempt. Txmper. Hold on, backflip reset. Oh! And it's blocked by Ejby on the goal line. GG's, we got a 3-0 sweep for Ejby.